can be only one podcast, and may it be the Princess of the Universe. Hi, folks. I'm Matt.
I'm Bruce.
I'm Steven.
Hey, look at this. We're back.
Yeah.
You know coronavirus is going to stop us.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
he coughed in my general direction. That's okay. We were playing the game, who can spit in whose mouth first. It's a fun game. Everyone should try it.
That's one game I will never play. Under any circumstances. Not even with my own wife.
Yeah. Hey, honey, see if you can spit in my mouth. Come on, it's a really fun game we played at Matt's house.
And then we all die.
I see Maggie's face like, what? All right, anyway, so we're here talking about book 4 of the Wheel of Time series, The Shadow Rising. Bruce, you just finished it, correct?
I finished this morning.
This morning. Okay, good. But you weren't rushed, though. You were taking your time through it.
I had a whole hour left to finish this morning.
There's a lot of good stuff here, and you almost started talking about it before we hit record
It's a good
here.
book.
It is.
Great book.
It is a good one. It's a real good one. We have, and this is now I want to talk about Perrin and Fael.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because this was really, I would say, Perrin's book.
Yeah.
This is Perrin's book.
Mhm.
Perrin has a beard now.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of, and this is the thing. It's been so long. Like I told you this when I was reading the very first book. I said I forgot. I knew they were kids, but I just totally forgot about that because I think of them as men
How long
at
has
the
it
end of the
been?
novel. But it's only been
It's been a little over a year.
a year.
Well,
Yeah.
that sounds about right. It was a good bit of time, but not like a lot of time.
But the way Perrin's written, he sounds like an adult.
No, it's because
Yeah.
he's mature.
Well, he's mature. No, he is mature. He's the maturest of the three, or
Oh,
at
yeah.
first, you
And
know.
it's not the way he sees himself either. That's the thing I like about
No, he's very,
He always was probably the most mature of the three.
it.
yeah.
Starting out, because of his size. And whenever you're in his head, he talks about how he likes to.
He had a real job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to
He
go
had
back
to go
to
work for a living.
and he was good at it too.
Yeah. So, anyway, he and Fael get married in this one.
Well, way to skip to the end.
Well, I mean, we're talking about their relationship. What else did you want to talk about?
The book.
But, yeah.
I mean, well-
all the stuff that happens. I mean,
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is one of the things that happened.
at the end.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I wasn't doing this in chronological order. I was just taking the character Perrin and just kind of talking about a story arc.
Oh, okay.
So he gets married, and you don't like Fael.
No.
Okay.
Most people don't.
Most people don't. I don't mind her.
At this point, I don't. Maybe
At this
something
point, I
happens later
don't.
on.
That's a great thing to say. At this point, I don't. But that's something to get to
I mean,
way
their
later on.
relationship is kind of like all the male-female relationships. It's a lot of arguing and not understanding each other.
Right.
I think marriage gives them good chemistry, some good character development to work through because no one else is married.
No.
You know, so I mean, you know, it's nice that he took the plunge first at 18. We're
Yeah.
thinking
Like, yeah, on the eve of battle.
on the eve.
It's like, hey, I need you to go do something for me, but
this may be
kind of horny.
the
So
last
but
night.
we need to
This
Assault
may be
first.
this may be the last night of our lives.
Yeah.
we want to do it proper. So
I'm Perrin McLeod of the Clan McLeod. I'm not immortal. I can die. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is a lot of this is Perrin's book. It's his novel. Perrin's a great character to read about. I honestly enjoy. It's funny how Rand becomes the least interesting,
yeah,
and it's starting right now.
Yeah.
Rand becomes the least interesting. At first, you know, he's the chosen one. That's interesting. You're really interested in Rand. Rand's all like, oh man, I don't know what I should do and everything. And then once he says, yep, I'm the Dragon Reborn. Okay, well then his character kind of just flatlines.
yeah. And the
For
thing
a
is,
while.
he still has a
Yeah.
little bit
He's-
of not wanting. Yeah, he kind of wishes he wasn't, but he is accepting.
Right. He becomes
like there was
more
a
and
whole
more.
part when they were. Okay, I'm losing names. Where he arrived at the dawn.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the thing
When
is,
he's the
he and Matt are walking to the what's the name of those people?
the Aiel.
Aiel. They're going to meet them, and then he just notices what time of day it is,
Uh-huh.
and he remembers the prophecy, and it's almost like a, oh shit.
Did it again. Yeah.
I mean-
that's an awesome scene though. Like they're all
Like,
bloodied
just,
from the
just
bubble of
another
evil.
prophecy come true.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, I know. But he's contemplating in this book. Speaking of Rand, he's contemplating how much he has changed. I mean, he acknowledges like, wow, you know, I remember a farm boy called Randolph Thor.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like, and now here I am leading armies, leading men,
Right.
getting
People
worship,
pledging their lives
people
to me.
pledging their lives to me and everything. So there is a bit of that hometown. It's kind of that Luke Skywalker, oh
Yeah.
shucks, I'm a moisture farmer from Tatooine thing.
There is the reluctance. I mean,
It's still there, but the thing is though, his character has art
yeah.
at this point. So, and I mean,
And the thing is, he kind of ends each book kind of the same way, fighting another big bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that it's at this point it's kind of becoming redundant. You know, another one of the
Chosen.
the chosen one of the bad
Forsaken.
guys, the Forsaken that arrives and has another big battle. It's kind of how all the books have ended. It's like we've been
Yeah.
there, done that.
now
Well, there was a bit of a twist on this.
There is
one.
a little bit. This one actually leads with some. He's got somebody to teach him now because
Right.
he tamed him.
Yeah. Well, Lanfear.
Yeah.
yeah,
But-
Lanfear's kind of a trait. Well,
Landers, I don't say much because
No.
she's kind of weird.
Yes.
yeah,
He's very.
But
she's
interesting.
very weird, very
She
strange.
just shows up as an evil character, but she's still helping the good characters
Still
in
helping.
ways as it fits her.
It's one of
as-
those mysterious. It's like Catwoman.
She's not exactly
you know.
for the Dark
You don't
One
know
himself.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know
Right.
yet.
She
kind
is
of
for whoever wins, and if she can be with Luce Theron,
she wants to be with the
she wants
winner,
Luce Theron.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
and she hopes. Yeah,
And if she and Luce Theron can end up on top, and like she wants that, I think Shoten Call, the little access key to the big huge Sangreal that gives them a
yeah.
ton of power.
yeah, sure.
Don't demonetize.
I demonetized myself, so it doesn't matter.
This is the apocalypse. Our language has
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah. Gosh darn peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You can say whatever the Franklin Ferguson you want.
But
It's
yeah, like if they had those two access keys, one's an access key for the female side and one's an access key for the male side. If they have that, she's under the impression that they could even challenge the Dark One
Yep.
together, and she would be okay with that. She is not loyal to anyone but herself.
Yes, she's got a preference, but she'll kind of go with
But-
what she thinks
right.
will be a winner.
but
ultimately.
she does reveal herself in this book
Yeah.
as a dark fiend.
Well,
We do that.
yeah. I mean,
we already assumed that, but now
as
I mean, she's
Lanfear,
just-
not as Celine or
whoever,
Whoever,
yeah. But so she kind of comes clean. But you're right. She's forever who comes in first.
Mhm.
Whoever, just grab the power and
She
run.
has a preference, but she's
Yeah,
going to go with the winner.
She's willing to.
So-
She's going to go with the winner. She'd like to have Luce Theron back, But hey, if you want to take over, if you want to run with it, come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, hey, I want power. I want to be near power. That's what it is. It's a good character.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a good character. It's a fun character to write, and to read about. I have in my notes. I don't remember this. Elaine and Rand fall out of love. Do they part ways here?
they go.
That was so weird.
Yeah, they go two separate ways. He has to
Yeah.
go to Aiel Waste. She has to chase the Black Aja to
Right.
Tanchico, and she writes him two letters. One that's like oohing and ahhing, showing how much she loves him and stuff. But
Yeah.
then the fact that he didn't try to stop her and didn't say that he wanted her to stay with him pisses her off, and so she writes him another letter saying how much she hates him and this, that, and the other. It's just another way
It's
to
kind of an over dramatized male female relationship. It's kind of
Well,
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, Matt's getting some love from an old fat mage. That's great, man. I'm glad.
it's good for Matt. I love Matt.
There's one character that fits the mold of a teenage boy.
I think
It is. I mean, to
Take
be honest,
whatever he gets.
yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know anyone who was like Rand. I don't know anyone who was like Farron. But in high school, I could give you a few maths. Okay, I could give you a few maths.
One of the things I liked about it, so I kind of want the first two books. Really, I didn't like him as much.
He was all right.
Yeah, it was just he was annoying.
No, well, like I said,
he was under
it was
the thing
under
with the dagger and everything.
Yes.
So he wasn't supposed to be likable.
but
it
when
was
he
influenced
came
by
out,
evil.
yeah, the thing is, he came out in the third book.
Uh-huh.
as we
Yeah, I
talked
was going to
about.
say the third book was his
And-
breakout book.
Yeah.
then now I understand his past, and those annoying qualities are now fun and entertaining and enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's what the old fat May thinks so too. They give him a kiss and a cuddle. That's what he says.
Kiss and a cuddle. I'd like to dance with her that night.
I like dancing with her that night. Yeah. So Matt is a fun character and everything, and
he gets some cool stuff when he goes through the second Terangrial. He gets the Ashendorite thing. The power wrought spear sword looking thing.
Yeah.
And then he gets the hat from the Tinkers. Or not
That's-
Tinkers, but the
I know what you mean. The peddlers. Yeah. I was gonna say tailors. That's not it. Peddlers.
But he's got it. He's got his cool look now, with a hat.
And he's gonna get cooler because he's gonna have a few more added accessories for him. But he is a unique character, and it plays well, it balances well against Perrin's stoicism.
Yes.
Because where Perrin is very reserved, he thinks before he gets into something. Matt's like, roll the dice, literally.
Yeah.
Let's just do
Jump
this.
right in.
I'm into chaos, but yet they're still friends.
Yeah.
Matt and Perrin are the best friends, and they're nothing alike.
Right.
They're nothing. It's like Deadpool and Cable. If you want to do a comic book analogy,
That would be the best analogy.
where Perrin is Cable and Matt is Deadpool.
Yeah.
So it's I just think it's one of those things where I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Rand fits somewhere in the middle, I guess. He's the Jerry Seinfeld on the show. He's not meant to be one extreme or the other. He's just there to commentate.
And when you start the series, he's the one you expect to follow and love.
Yes.
And
yes.
now it's
you
just
do.
like, okay, here's the story. Okay, let's go back to the others.
Well, I remember when I first.
Supporting actors.
Yeah, I remember when I first opened these up and was rereading them again. I'd forgotten that he takes a back seat.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of the story, and you were telling me that. I was like, "What? Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I don't remember that. But then, as I was reading, I was like, "Oh, well, yeah." Just so much happens. I forgot you kind of just what you get. You go past him, and he's not the center story, nor does he have to be.
Yeah, and I can't remember if Luce Theron has a presence in this book.
He's there, but Rand ignores him.
Okay.
Rand can ignore him. He's like he wants to talk, and Rand's like whatever.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
At this point. Rand's insanity will climb as the books go.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that ends up becoming probably the most interesting thing about Rand.
I agree with that with the one I'm reading right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
Okay,
let's not talk too far.
I know we're always jumping ahead, but I agree.
If you think about like everything that the Dragon Reborn means, everything that he has to do, and all that. And the most interesting thing about him as a character, even in his POVs, is his tete-a-tete with Luce Theron, not the things that he does.
Right.
To me.
No, right. No. Yeah. No. I agree with that. We'll talk more about that as the books go on
later.
That is a character. Egwene dreamwalks.
Yeah.
In this one, she's dreamwalking.
The girls kind of, I would say, their story has stayed consistent. It's there. It's not. It's interesting, but it's not the most interesting thing going on.
Yeah.
This book slows down, and this is where we're going to talk about this, on how it's so repetitive about how the Aes Sedai talk about how to treat men and how men act and how they do this, and the stubborn-headed, mule-headed man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly,
the way that they treat Tom Maryland and Julian.
And there's no reason.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Not at
Tom
all.
is a gentleman to them and very giving. That man.
Yeah.
He's staring at that woman's bosom.
Now, of course, he would save my life here.
He's been saving your life for the past.
And then they get
4
mad at
books.
him because he's not where he was supposed to be. I'm like, bitch, you
When-
were past the F out.
They're all fickle. They're all red Aja in a way. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all red in my opinion, because every woman, except for later on men maybe. But
Yeah.
every woman is portrayed as this angry,
Yeah.
man hating, and if they like a man, they hate that even more. Well,
Yeah.
why?
How dare you make me love you?
Yeah, how dare! That's exactly
Maybe
how.
that line was in there.
But
Besides, Fael is
Fael
an exception to that, though. But the thing is, though, Min and Fael, I think, are the only two exceptions to this rule.
Yeah.
Because everyone else, like, oh,
Fael was
the light burned him.
Yeah, Fael was almost mad because Perrin didn't just confess his love.
Right.
You know, she was just mad. It's like because he just wanted to get it over with. Let's do this.
I can understand that, though.
That's fleshed out a little bit more.
The
reasoning behind that later in later books.
Now there is a
the thing is, Perrin was trying to be self-sacrificial and get himself killed, and and she was fighting against that. She was holding him back and not letting him do self-destructive things.
Right.
So it definitely made more sense.
There is a big focus on the Aes Sedai in this book, and it's like I'm sure Robert Jordan was really getting into them, was really liking them. So look, it almost feels like he's like, you know what? I was making this about the three kids and bouncing between, but I'm bored talking about them. I want to talk about Aes Sedai. I mean that's fine. But it didn't seem like his direction of the novels is unconventional. Let's just say unconventional. It's not bad.
No,
it's just
good.
unconventional.
I would say it's good because
it grew.
It's new.
It grew.
It's something different.
It grew.
I'm not used to the style of storytelling that he's doing, so it throws me off. It does what I don't expect all the time.
Michael Stackpole, he's written some Star Wars, he's written Pathfinder series, he's written a lot of different things like that. And he once told me that sometimes the story, the characters run away from you, and they go in directions that you didn't. As you're writing, you're going, wait a minute, this isn't what I wanted, but this feels like their character now. And it's almost like that's exactly what happened to Robert Jordan here. I don't think the Aes Sedai were supposed to be anything but just the mysterious helpers, wizard, the Gandalf wizard that we're not supposed to go into the world of.
Yeah, you're not supposed to know how the magic works, really.
It just does.
But then he started writing about it. He's like, well, now I have to explain this because I have at least 3 POV characters that can channel. So I need to. I need to. They're supposed to be able to see what's happening. So if I'm writing from their point of view, I've got to be able to explain this. So it really wasn't until either late in the 3rd book or 4th book where he actually starts calling it weaving.
Yeah, you're right.
That wasn't even in the book.
It wasn't even the first few books.
After reading through the series, I'm like, yeah, they're weaving, but he never mentioned them.
Yeah, I like that.
I think book 4 is the first time it's mentioned.
I think so.
I don't think it was mentioned in book 3.
No, I'm pretty sure it was before book 3.
No, because when they're healing Matt, I don't recall them weaving any healing things.
And that was done from.
And that was in the White Tower.
Yeah, I think it's a good way of explaining the way magic is done. It's not just it's not casting spells. It's a force fight, kind of like the Force. You're actively manipulating and pushing and prodding, just like you said when Nynaeve was fighting one of the
Dark Grandal.
Yeah. They said if somebody were to walk in and see them, it would be, there would just be 2 women standing there looking at each other. But yet before that was pointed out, it was like this constant back and forth battle, and then
slicing weaves.
But if you were to see it, it would be 2 women looking at each other.
Right.
That's crazy.
Which is that I like that idea of weaving the magic.
Yeah. I hope they put that in the book where they both have this epic battle and someone looks at them and they're just staring at each other. TV series, yes.
This old guy is like walking through carrying a tray. It's like shaking
in between them.
Yeah.
And they're shooting weaves around him and he's just walking through with it, pushing a cart.
It's kind of the way it played out.
They gotta do that scene.
That would be so fun. We got at this rate, we got about 10 years before we'll see that.
We can submit. They can submit that idea too.
Yeah.
But another thing that's in this one is Matt's prophecy. Is revealed to him now.
Daughter of the 9 moons.
He must die and live again. He's going to marry the daughter of the 5 moons. He's going to give up half the light. None of this is to make sense to us right now, and it doesn't yet for a while. Long while. You're not going to find this out. And so it's a cool little prophecy that, now it's going to come true. It's obvious that at this point, Robert Jordan knows where he wants to take that character.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm not going to give anything away, but where it goes shows an insane amount of foresight with that character. 'Cause
Right.
It's a lot has to happen for those prophecies to
come to pass.
Come to pass, yeah.
And of course, Matt being Matt thinks they have to come back. They're coming true tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
he's walking around asking,
"Hey, do you know what the daughter of the night is?"
"Hey, where am I? Who am I supposed to? Am I supposed to die in this battle? Am I dying now? When do I die and live back again?"
Because I don't want to meet my wife yet.
And again, exactly how a teenager reacts. Teenager is giving your prophecy of what's going to happen to you. You'd be like, "Okay, when? Now? Is it you? Hey, hi, how are you? What's your name?" "No, that's not the name I'm looking for." "Hi."
Yeah.
"Okay, I need to find so."
No, it's more like, that's not what I'm looking for. All right, kiss and a cuddle time.
It's like
Well, this one's not going anywhere.
It's like some twisted Back to the Future thing. Oh, that's your mom. But the prophecy thing, I get. I know it seems kind of cliche in fantasy books, but I like this. It's revealed to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a destiny, more or less, and it gives him a little bit more purpose because out of everyone, Perrin is wondering, when will this end? When can I go back home? When can I? I mean, sincerely. I mean, it's not like not like Rand.
He's home, but he knows.
And I would
he's
say
not going to be able to stay there.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't stay
but
there.
We're gonna have to get to the homecoming at some point. We haven't talked about that.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about
But
it.
I was gonna say, one thing I really liked with Matt during all of Rand's fulfilling prophecy, Matt was in the back corner saying, "Hey, I got the horse ready. We can go.
Yeah.
We could
Oh, I love that.
This is getting ugly.
Like,
they're getting mad.
Come on.
I got the horse right here. Let's go. Let's go."
We can go. I'm sitting on G, waiting on O. Let's do this. that was a good scene. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because, and to be honest, that's how a teenager thinks. I'm just sitting here like, oh, it's gloom and doom. It's going to get worse from here. Well, guess what? I got two horses that say the exact opposite, and they're going the exact opposite way.
Because he also really kind of wanting to go.
And it's not seen as cowardly. It's like, screw this.
Well, he kind of wanted to go do his own thing, but something was always connecting him to Rand. And sometimes the book pointed out that Rand smiled as he turned away, like maybe Matt was holding him there with the power. I don't know. Y'all get any of that?
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that. That's interesting.
Maybe manipulating him, in a way.
You think it's a bond of friendship, or you think Rand is slightly?
I think it's the Ta'Veren.
Yeah, because they call out the Ta'Veren thing.
Yeah. And because those three are all Ta'Veren, Rand being the strongest,
because
it binds them to each other.
And Matt was at one point was pointing out, it's like, how could Perrin, pull away and go do his own thing, which I'm assuming comes back at some point. But that was something that Matt was frustrated with, that Perrin had the ability to do something else.
Well, he
struggled. He had to run. Like, they got out into the street, and he's like, I have to ride right now before something inside me makes me go back.
Yeah.
So,
but Perrin's Homecoming, great stuff.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's a great
heart-wrenching too.
We peeled away from Perrin for a minute. We started the conversation with
the best part of the book.
So let's go back. Let's go back to that. I did have that down. The Homecoming is honestly really good. It creates a lot of depth for his character, and it's just good writing.
It's a story about a boy going away to college, and now he's come home, and now he's the one everybody looks up to.
Yeah.
It's not what he wants. He's frustrated
it's
by
not
it.
what he wants. He's frustrated, and it's
his
just
family's
weird.
Yeah, because
people are calling him Lord now.
Right.
And people are, and don't do that.
It's not even
that banner down.
Remember,
don't call me Golden Eyes.
And then all his parents, he gets home, his family's all dead.
Yeah.
And so, but he, because he was willing to go, throw his life away to the white folks. If it would save his family, they're dead, so can't do that no more. Time to fight.
Right.
And so he's leading people back home, gathering all together, making them strong. But then like the fathers of his friends are now looking to him for advice, and he's just like, what?
I'm not one of the wise men of the council. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's looking to all the people he used to look up to now look to him.
Right.
Yeah.
And that whole with his conflict of that in mind was
you can't go home anymore.
Tam, Rand's father, I mean, he said, he's like, this isn't the first time I've had to take orders from a younger man. And he's perfectly fine with following orders as long as they're good orders.
Right.
And, you know, Tam will make suggestions, and Perrin would say, oh, yeah, we should do that. But if it didn't come from Perrin, then it wasn't done. So, and I think that Tam and many of the other men were seeing that there was a gravity toward Perrin, and so they just fell in line.
No, because he came in willing to do something. They all knew in the village that something needed to be done, but nobody stepped up to do it, and Perrin was the one to start it. And plus, I'm sure the Viren thing was all part of it, which they mentioned because people only followed when he was the one calling them forth, and then people would follow.
Right.
They knew what they needed to do, but they weren't willing to do it until his Viren work came in, and no, y'all need to go to the village. Y'all need to all gather together
in one spot.
Yeah,
work together.
Right. It ends with Couladin with his fake tattoos, claiming to be the Dragon Reborn and all that stuff, and then Rand's just kind of sitting there, and then kind of comes up and just holds up his sleeves, let his sleeves fall down below him, shows off the tattoos, where it shows up Couladin. Says, "Look, I'm not here to bring peace. I'm here to bring war. I'm here to bring famine. I'm here." Because Couladin's telling them everything they want to hear. We're going to be victorious. Our best days are ahead of us. It'll be feast forever. Glory today. And he's like, no, I hate to tell you this, but it's going to suck.
First off, your
the
history is not what you thought. Y'all were a bunch of pansies in the past. I know you don't want to hear that. Secondly, we're all going to die.
That was the way that he was able to convince the other clan.
But because the elders knew the old prophecy that only they knew.
Yeah.
And that they kept with them, and they knew that's exactly he was the bringer of death, the whatever it was, the famine, cries of children in the streets, and I mean he was the terrible.
Only a remnant of a remnant is going to be left.
And
Couladin sitting there spouting off all this
glorious days.
Glory.
We'll be victorious. Our fields will run. The crops will be clean. Whatever. Good. Nothing but good days.
Right. And Rand brings the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make it rain.
Bringer of the rain. Rainmaker. Or is he Spartacus? Anyway, the bringer of rain.
What's Spartacus?
Like the old...
No. The Stars TV series.
Yes. I watched the first season of it, and then...
Change the subject.
And then
we talked about it on the podcast several times.
Okay, I watched about 2 episodes in the second season, and I lost it.
The second guy wasn't as good.
Yeah.
The first guy died.
Blood rains down from an angel.
Died?
The Spartan guy
in real life.
The first season died.
The actor died.
Dang,
which is why
that's why they had to replace.
Yeah, there was a second season, was the prequel season.
Yeah,
right. It was about
and that was because he was sick at that time. And they're like, okay, we're going to hold off. We'll just do this prequel series
because that prequel series is supposed to be season 2. They're going to do a prequel sequel for season 2.
Oh, okay.
Kind of show Crixus' past and now his. And so we'll just do the past part without you, and then you'll be better. He's like, yeah, I will. And you did. They have a documentary about it.
Oh, okay.
Don't watch it.
It's terrible.
Don't watch it.
He is
his family and his kids.
He is. And he wanted the documentary about him because he was going to beat this. He's very positive.
It's all positive until
and then, no. It's positive because he's going to do this. He's showing it. And okay, he's not feeling very well, but you know what? He's going to beat this. Okay, he's really not doing well, but you know what? There's this last thing, and you know what? We think it'll happen. And he lets you he videotapes the call where he guy's like, okay, so what are my chances of it? Honestly, not good. And there's this quiet, he goes, okay. He goes, yeah, there's nothing we can do for you. And he's like, okay. All right. And he said, well, of course, that's something you don't want to hear. And I was like, I would be saying, hey, guys, guess what? Camera off. Give me the tape. Burn it.
And this is with his wife and kid. And so it's
and he's positive
at
the very beginning. It was cancer. But it's bad because then he starts as happy as he is with the kids and everything. Now he's chasing around, but he's on crutches. Like and then he can't get up steps anymore, so they have to move houses.
And then there's a cut like 6 months later, and it's just the wife.
And it's just the wife because tell you what happened because the last 6 months just kind of collapsed. But he was waving goodbye, and he's going to try to beat this, and hey, maybe he's on his own. And no one's done it yet, so maybe he'll be the first. And yeah. It's like,
well, that's a downer.
it's like look at the flowers.
Let's get back to
Look at the flowers.
Back to the book.
Okay, anyway.
He had only had a nice to die.
That'd have been some weed. Okay, so anyway, it's just bad. It's totally cut off the track. So anything else? That's all I had. Like once again, Rand has to prove himself as a dragon reborn. Fake. I think that's the last fake dragon that pops up now in the books.
Yeah.
Unless there's one really late on. I don't think at this point there is.
what was the?
He was well. Yeah, we had.
We have Logain.
Logain. Yeah, he's tagged up with Swan.
Yeah. Well, I guess we hadn't.
No, we didn't talk about that. Yeah.
Oh no, we haven't. That was this book. That's right. Yeah.
And
cut off from the power.
Yeah, and still.
Yes.
She and Leanne.
Mm-hmm. Liana. Yeah.
Which that was kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and she's surprised on how things have turned against her in such a short time. It's like, whoa, has everything gone crazy? And I haven't been that disconnected, and all of a sudden, everyone's against me now and everything. Yeah. So it's a shock to her, and it is a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of touch on how. I mean, the reason that there was such basically a war skirmish in the White Tower because the Elida and a few of the people in the what are they called, the Hall.
Yeah.
They're the ones that deposed her, but it wasn't a unanimous decision. It wasn't all of the Hall, and so there's a huge battle about that.
And this begins the split in the White Tower that you're going to hear about later on, because there's going to be they're fighting their own civil war.
Yeah, and one thing I really like was the character, one of the guys, the Galen, that's his name?
Gawain.
Yeah.
He's the most noble. He always does the right thing. He sided with.
That's Galad.
Galad
is the always does the right thing. Gawain.
Galad's fault by the book.
Make sure I didn't misrepresent the character. Galad. Was Galad the one that helped Swan escape?
No, that's Gawain.
Okay. Never mind. Then I was thinking the wrong thing.
Samson I'm so off.
But Gawain did side with.
He did side with the.
I want to say that I hate that Robert Jordan named those characters so close together.
That's one of the big problems with the series.
Yeah,
is the names are too similar.
Well, the names they need to be. Yes. Don't put them together.
Right.
Keep them separate.
Don't make them half brothers.
Put one under Matt's army. Put the other one hanging out with Perrin or something.
Right.
That way we can tell them apart. But don't put them.
But that's kind of the last time you see them together, because Galad goes off with the White Cloaks.
Right.
And Gawain is leading the younglings that fought the teachers. Which this may not be the best time to bring that up, but I'm calling bullshit on the younglings beating the warders. When they go into just what the warders get out of being bonded, quicker reflexes.
So they don't have any control over those. Well, no, they wouldn't, would they? Over those warders, they couldn't stop. Like trip them up or something. Or since they are bonded, they can't take advantage of some kind of.
They're
bonded to one specific guy.
We weren't given details on the battle. We don't. At this point, I don't know how it happened. Maybe you know something more.
I can't remember, but it was said that he defeated.
Yeah, because he just announced it, and then everybody was kind of shocked, and Swan was just like looking at him, just like, "What did you do?
How?" I mean, he's supposed to be really, really good, but you're talking about somebody who has all these extra things.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I accept at this point, but at the same time, because I didn't give an explanation of the battle, or I was assuming I might know more about it later, but I'm assuming I won't, based off your reaction.
Well, you do learn a little bit more about it, but sorry.
No, you're right. You're right on that.
I'm not trying to ruin anything for you.
You're right on that. I never thought about it that way, but it is making sense. It is making sense, and it is funny how they just kind of mention that and then drop it. If it was to go somewhere, You know, like
Maybe
if they're
he's
to
planning on going
explain
somewhere with
something, no, it doesn't. You're right. He doesn't. They don't bring that up again. It's like, well, then why even mention that? And that doesn't make any sense. And that's kind of weird because why is that significant? Is a thing.
Yeah.
Why is it significant? I don't understand.
It was
that's
a
my
nice
bigger
moment
question.
of reveal in the book, in the story.
I mean, but why is it
again,
significant?
If it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't.
Then that's kind of disappointing. I was assuming it would.
Maybe I didn't think about that. I totally forgotten about that.
Maybe Robert George was planning on going somewhere and just let it go and forgot about it.
I don't know.
In long book series.
Yeah. I don't think that he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Boy, Robert Jordan, he could have used a week.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
It's always going to be too soon.
It's always going to be too soon for that one. Well, we talked about Andy. Is it Whitman? Andy.
Like,
what was his name?
Whitman feels right. Close enough for now.
Naga, and not here anymore.
Oh,
gosh.
man.
I'm sorry. It's the COVID-19.
Yeah. Everything's morbid right now.
Everything's morbid. Yeah.
And we have to laugh about it.
We do. Or anything else. Okay, so overall, Shadow Rising was really good.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorites.
Yes.
From the series.
Yeah, I can definitely say
So far, it's definitely.
There's a lot
I'm
of
a
good
book
stuff.
and a half past it now, and it's still.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I want to think 2 was really good. And
2 I just enjoyed.
At this point, I was like, which one I like better? I'm not sure, but it's definitely 2 and 4 are highlights in the 4 that we've read so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you have it. All right, so we'll be back again later on with book 5,
which is totally new to you.
Yes, totally new to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did we mention that?
I don't think we did.
We didn't mention it, but right before we went live, Bruce said that the 4 is the farthest you've gone
in the past. Yeah.
And then why did you stop?
At that time, I was buying CDs, and the CDs were like incredibly expensive.
Yeah. Okay,
and so I was buying them as I could find them on sale here and there.
Right.
Or come up and eventually, it's got so long and tedious between finding good prices that I just like
gave up.
I think I had bought a couple and just never got around to listening to them, just because of the tedious process.
Okay, well, this will be exciting. Your first foray.
Yeah.
Fire from Heaven.
New stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a good book.
Yeah. All right, folks. We'll see you next time on Princes of the Universe.